Hey guys, it's Meredith with Pop Vintage and Home. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. It is Monday, President's Day, and I am having a crafty day. We had a terrible winter storm overnight up here in Vermont, and we were supposed to go to Boston this morning, but the roads were too lousy, and it was way too windy to get on the road. So we postponed our trip, and which is my husband and my two kids, we've just been hanging out, playing games, and doing our own thing, which for me is crafting. So I'm in a little bit of a creative rut. I can't seem to pull stuff together lately. I just can't seem to create anything that I'm satisfied with. So I'll give you some examples. I had seen a video for book page pockets, and it looked super simple. I'm sorry if you can hear the plow, the very noisy plow going by. I hope not. So anyway, these book page pockets looked very, very simple. So I thought, great thing to do. All you do, you take a book page, you trim it down to whatever size pocket you want, and then you simply fold it up, glue the sides, and then embellish as you see fit. And I've been getting hung up on the embellishing the pocket. This is as far as I got on this one. I have this border I printed out. This is a digital printable from Molly's Mantle, and I put it on top of some Kool-Aid dyed paper scraps that I had, and I just don't know. It just doesn't look finished to me, and I don't know how to finish it. I just can't figure it out. I've experimented with lace and trims, and I don't know. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll put this aside for a day when I'm feeling more inspired and when the ideas are flowing better. So that's one example. Another example of where I am creatively is I tried making artist trading cards. I saw Made by Martha, that's the name of the channel, Made by Martha. She made these artist trading cards out of vintage playing cards. So I got as far as gluing a pretty background paper onto the trading card, and then I don't know how to decorate these things. I've tried stamps, I've tried paper scraps. I feel like I need more little fussy cut ladies, but I don't have little fussy cut ladies. So I'm just at a loss for how to decorate these. There was one I did that I am satisfied with, and I'll show you that one. I like how this one came out. So I just took a trading card, or rather a playing card, and I covered it with some vintage wallpaper. Then I had some paper scraps here. This is another piece of vintage wallpaper, and then this is just cardstock from a paper pack. And I just did this border, and then I had this great little lady I cut out of a children's reader, and I put her here at the bottom. And I like this one. I like how this one came out. I think I'm gonna put a word here that I cut out of a book, just the word pretty, just to kind of finish it off. And I like this, but I just have not been able to figure out how to decorate these. So again, I think I'll put them in my little book page pocket and save them for another day. Okay. Here's one book page pocket that I did that I'm sort of happy with. It's okay. I think it's just okay. I don't know. Anywho, another thing I started doing today was making these are actually pockets, and it's a piece of paper glued onto manila file folder. And the idea is that you can in this very tight pocket, you can insert a piece of paper that you could use for journaling. You can insert it and have a little pocket for a little piece of paper. You can journal on the back of it. And what I want to do is get an image that will fit right about in here, and maybe do a couple of images on this piece of paper so that as you pull it up, a new image gets exposed. So that's the idea, and I came up with this idea last night while I was on the couch. We were watching TV. I was watching TV with my husband and kids, and I needed something to do while I was watching TV, so I just started punching paper scraps like this. And it was this piece of paper that I punched to get one of these little die cuts, I guess, even though it's not really a die cut. And I thought, oh, this would be really cool to make some kind of interactive element. So that's what I have been working on, and I think I'm gonna try and make one on camera. It's very, very simple. And so I just did this one. This is a piece of vintage wallpaper. I glued it to manila file folder, and then glued another piece of manila file folder to the back. So again, the idea is you put a piece of paper in here. It's got to be the right size so that you can get it through the cutout, and then you pull it up and it'll expose a different image, and then you have journaling space on the back. So I have these, this is Tim Holtz cardstock, Tim Holtz paper, and I loved this print, so I'm gonna make a couple with these. And the first thing I need to do is just glue them onto, actually no, I don't need to glue these. I just need to trim the right size backing. So I'm going to a Mayan frame mostly. So I know roughly where to cut. Okay. So the manila file folder that I'm gonna cut, this is gonna be the back. Okay. I have so much stuff on my desk. I need to try and move things around. Okay. That looks pretty good. And there's that. Hopefully these will end up being a right size. I don't know about that. What am I gonna move over? Okay. There. Okay. Okay. I think with this piece, what I'm going to try doing on this one is making two openings. Let's see how this works. So this is a 1.5 inch scalloped edge. It's hard to know if this is probably going to end up being off center with my luck. give it a shot. It's not too bad. And I'll punch another one. Oh dear. This is gonna be tricky. I think that's close. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then I just glued this onto this on the edges. And today I'm using Fabri-Tac glue because it's the only glue I have right now with like a precision tip. And this is today I used Fabri-Tac for the first time. I've never used Fabri-Tac before, and I was surprised by the smell. It smells really bad. I had no idea it smelled so bad, and I just got my thumb in the glue. I don't glue all the way up to the top or the bottom because I want to have some give at the opening. And again, I'm using Fabri-Tac because it's the only thing I have on hand right now with like a precise tip. My Barely Art craft glue, the tip broke off, and yeah, makes this kind of gluing difficult. Okay. So you can see this is super simple. And if my edges are uneven, I might try and trim it off, but when I ink the edges, sometimes when I just ink the edges, the overlap of the back is less noticeable. So just ink the edges. I was watching one of Carla Frizzell's videos this morning. She has a video where she was showing a bunch of really neat ephemera she's made for some craft text journals. And I am new to her channel. She was recommended to me by Carrie the Paper Monkey and by Danielle at 11 Dancing Dandelions. And she made the coolest things. She did all different kinds of envelopes. She did pockets. She did something where she took manila file folder just like this and she cut it down to the size of an index card. And she made like a folder with the back of the manila folder and the index card here. So she had her own little folder and it was so cool. And she had everything decorated adorably, just adorably. So it was the inspiration I needed for sure. But I'm still kind of in a rut. Like even looking at these, I don't know that I'm gonna embellish these. Like right now, I can't think of anything that would make them look better now. And I also think these prints are visually interesting enough to stand on their own. So I'm not planning on embellishing. And this one, I am just gonna do just one on the top here rather than two. Okay. All right. I will say that I really like how this Fabri-Tac flows Although I keep getting these strings, which is a little irritating. But it comes out of the tip really nicely. Ugh. Yeah, it's kind of stringy. It reminds me of hot glue. Okay, so turning this around. Okay. That cutout isn't quite center, but I guess if I wanted to, I could, well, no, I don't want to trim off because then I'll have to reglue it and that'll be tricky. It's good enough. This is Tim Holtz Vintage Photo. Vintage Photo is the only color distress ink I have, but it works for me. Okay, I will let that dry. And the next step in the process, which I don't think I'll do on camera because I don't think it would be very interesting for you guys to watch, is for me to figure out how to decorate these pieces that are gonna go inside. And in the creative space I'm in now, I have a feeling it's going to be a little challenging for me, so I won't do this on camera, and I'm just going to end the video now. I just wanted to come on and record a quick video and say hello. Hope everyone is doing well. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have suggestions for me on how to decorate the artist trading cards or any of these pieces, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyhow, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.